Sit down in almost any southern restaurant and on the dessert menu you're likely to find bread pudding. Some people spend years trying to perfect their own recipes, but in this week's Homegrown with Melanie Ohmes, Mel takes us to Lafayette, where one local woman used her background in pharmacy to write the perfect prescription for bread pudding.
Hey, it's good. What can I say?
Desiree Guillory laughs as she recounts her two passions in life.
Fishing, number one, and cooking. I love to cook.
And she lights up at the mention of one dish in particular.
I am so passionate about bread pudding. I talk about it all the time. I have to stop myself from talking about it with my friends because I talk about it all the time.
But she didn't have that passion as a child.
I never even heard of bread pudding when I was little. My mama never made bread pudding, strangely enough. I don't even remember the first time I ate it. But the first time I ate it, I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to learn how to make this.
And learn how to make it she did, much to the approval of both her family and friends.
A friend of mine, who is a pharmacist, as am I, she loved my bread pudding. And she was getting married, and she said, I want your bread pudding recipe.
Unfortunately, at the time, she didn't have a written recipe, and so her experimentations began. Desiree started writing down the steps as she made the dessert, measuring the ingredients as she went along. It took more than a month of small adjustments and countless flops before she got the recipe just right.
I brought it to my neighbor. I said, see if you can make this recipe. They made it perfectly. At that point, it hit me, I could market this product. Anybody could make it with the dry mix, just like a cake mix or a brownie mix.
Blue Magnolia started with Desiree's passion for bread pudding, and now she wants you to experience the taste of this old Southern tradition.
I think one of the reasons that the original is so different from others is I use 3 different vanilla flavorings, not just one.
Blue Magnolia now makes 5 different flavor bread pudding mixes. After the original vanilla flavor was met with such a warm reception, Desiree created a classic cinnamon mix to offer to her customers.
And then from there, people started saying, how about this? How about that? Why don't you try this? And so I started experimenting with different flavors and get dry ingredients like the pumpkin and the sweet potato.
Guillory says she tries to incorporate Louisiana products and services into her business as often as she can.
And my boxes come from Shreveport area. My displays come from New Orleans area. Sweet potatoes comes from New Iberia.
Desiree credits her growing internet sales to the fact that she has a quick turnaround and either ships out her orders the same day or the next. She also puts a little something extra in each bag. And as we all know here in the South, everybody loves a little lagniappe. From Lafayette, I'm Melanie Ohmes for This Week in Louisiana Agriculture.
Guillory says she came up with the name Blue Magnolia because blue is her favorite color and the magnolia is the flower which represents all of the South. If you'd like more information on Blue Magnolia and how to purchase their mixes online, you can visit our website, twilatv.org, and click on the Homegrown with Melanie Ohmes link.